Hi and welcome back. What we've got today is changing a WH question. So let's just get started. Our first example is, who are you? You see, this is a question, and what we've got is are you. But if, for example, let's say we have the word no, now it is not a question. This is what we have. I know who you are. There it is are you, and here you are. So this means that you should not say I know who are you. When you have an example that is like this, do not say I know who are you. What you say is I know who you are. Let's have another example. Who are they? You see, this is are they. But here, I know who they are. They are. You don't say I know who are they. You say I know who they are. You can see the difference. Are you? You are. Are they? They are. Who is he? But here we know who he is, not we know who is he again. Who is she? We know who she is. Who she is, that is how it should be. It should not be we know who is she. We say we know who she is. Who am I? Here we say she knows who I am. I am, not she knows who am I again. Where are you? She knows where you are. So you can see are you and you are. Where are you going? But here he knows where you are going. I do not say he knows where are you going again. I mean repeating are you, are you. Where is he going? He knows where he is going. So you see it is not he knows where is he going. Let's have more examples. The sound is very important. When you get used to the sound, you do not make the mistake of I know who are you. You get used to saying I know who you are. I know who they are. We know who he is. We know who she is, and the rest. How is she? Then we say I know how she is. How old are you? I say I know how old you are. Why is he laughing? I say we know why he is laughing. Why are they here? Ali knows why they are here. Why am I here? I know why I am here. Why is the baby crying? I know why the baby is crying. So there is the baby. Here, the baby is. Why have you left? He knows why you have left. Why you have left. What are they here for? We know what they are here for. So you can see the difference again. I know how she is. I know how old you are. We know why he is laughing. Ali knows why they are here. I know why I'm here. And the rest. What is this? Here we say they know what this is. What this is. What these are these. But here they know what these are. These are. There are these. Here these are. What was that? I know what that was. What that was. What is that? I know what that is. What that is. What have you done? We know what you have done. We know what you have done. Whose is this? They know whose this is. This is. You should get used to the sound. Whose are these? They know whose these are. So you heard they know what this is, not they know what is this. They know what these are, not they know what are these, and the rest. It is possible you hear someone say they know what is this. You understand what they mean, but you know that the correct thing to say is they know what this is, and the rest of the examples. Good. Here we'll have new words. Let's have some words apart from know. So what am I saying? I have he understands what I am saying. He understands what I am saying. So even if it was no, we would say he knows what I am saying. What is he doing? We like what he is doing. We know what he is doing. Why have they left? I realize why they have left. How are they speaking? She hates how they are speaking. Where has she gone? He's heard where she has gone. Where she has gone. So here too we had I am. He understands what I am saying, not he understands what am I saying. We like what he is doing, not we like what is he doing, and so on. But here do not get confused. What we've got is what is happening. So we have the same thing. We know what is happening. There, what is happening. Here too, what is happening. So do not get confused when you hear this. What is going on? Here too we have I understand what is going on. What is going on and what is going on. What is happening and what is happening. So do not get confused when you hear this. And you do remember, you should remember that I say I know who you are. I know what this is. Not I know who are you, or I know what is this, and the rest of the examples. Good. Let's have this. It is different from the previous examples. Here, this is a question. Do you know what is this? Do not say this. Do not say, do you know what are these? Do I know what was that? Do I know what is that? Do we know what have you done? Does he know whose is this? And does she know whose are these? Do not say this. What you say is, do you know what this is? What this is? This is what you say. Do you know what these are? Do not say, do you know what are these? Do I know what that was? But do not say, do I know what was that? Do I know what that is? Do we know what you have done? Does he know whose this is? And does she know whose these are? I think it's a very simple thing to understand. All you've got to do is get used to the sound, and then if you usually use, or you use I know who are you, now you start changing it gradually. Gradually. So let's move to the next slide. So you understand that I know what this is, and this one is a question. Do you know what this is? The same arrangement. This is and this is. I know what these are. And the same, do you know what these are? These are and these are. I know what that was. Do I know what that was? I know what that is. Do I know what that is? You see, that is and that is. We know what you have done. Do we know what you have done? So you have and you have. He knows whose this is. Does he know whose this is? She knows whose these are. Does she know whose these are? So you see, the arrangement is the same thing. I know. Do I know? He knows. Does he know? And something like that. So you remember that you have the different arrangement when you have an example that is like this. What is this? Or What are these? What was that? What is that? What have you done? Whose is this? And whose are these? That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I say until next time.